The man got a yada I mean off on national television. The night before, he told people he was raw and uncut with it.
Mm-hmm.
He got cocaine bars off like he was Pusha T.
So did.
And then in the middle of the ring, sure, the match was, was big, meaty men slapping meat. We love that. We like respect to see that.
Was it
But
though?
the post match, in which he flung that chair, hit that security guard,
Mm-hmm.
and then decided to hit 4 different moonsaults on Braun Strowman, with the crowd in San Antonio asking for more. Brother, I understand they're slow cooking, Jacob, but
It's only so much you can slow cook that man. Like for real, you might as well just nuke him in the microwave real quick because that's what the fuck about to happen.
so given the fact that Jacob is literally like the most I believe everything you say wrestler,
Mm-hmm.
much like you hear raps from Megan Thee Stallion and rap from Beyonce when they talk about, getting down, I believe every single thing they say.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they raps. Jacob Fatu, I believe his raps.
Bars.
My question to you is, when is it time for him to like hold a title? Because we know come Rumble is going to be him in a prime opportunity spot. He's more likely to have more eliminations than anybody else in the field because the guy is a monster, and he's not only a monster who can talk, he's a monster who the moment he steps in a room, everybody turns their head and looks at him.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, because you don't want to push him too fast to where he becomes. I doubt he'll become stale this early, but also too, like, you got to have that fine line where you push him and strap the rocket to him, but then also you got to show that he can earn that shit too. You know what I mean? Like, it's different though. It's kind of hard. Like, listen, this is why I work where I work, and Triple H does what he does, because I'm not getting paid to do that shit.
No, you're not.
You let me do it. That man will come out there with and spit 16 at the top of each row.
Yep. But I think the curious thing about Jacob is the way he was slotted in, because initially when he came in, he's the muscle for Solo Sikoa, 1,000% the muscle.
Right.
And then you immediately see like there's a magnetism to this dude. Like there is something that takes him well beyond what you think a second, you're I'm gonna say, not only say a Bond villain, but like the dude who like, oh, wait a minute, that's the dude I really need to be paying attention to.
Right.
So now when he try to hit that I love you solo, it ain't gonna hit the same, brother.
So hold on,
I love me more.
I got a question for you.
All right.
How long before you think Jacob slip up and say nigga?
I don't think it's gonna happen. I think he's learned from being outside that he can't do it. He can't do it. I don't care how much Bay Area slang you throw in there. I don't care how much, you know what I'm saying, MLW he throws in there, because again, he referenced a classic MLW promo with Hammerstone. Talking about, hell, Godzilla, King Kong. Hell, you ain't Godzilla or King Kong, because I'm both.
He said both of them. BOFFUM. Both of them.
I had to clutch my imaginary pearls, brother.
Not the pearls.
The pearls. Because I'm like, yo,
not the pearls.
That dude is Debo. 1,000% Debo.
Yeah.
And I don't care what your bike look like, but you better be prepared. You best be prepared when that dude is on a warpath and he's on a rampage, man. So that's the MVP. Now, the card itself, outside of that, sounds about pretty solid. I'd say it was a lot better than the first card.
It was okay. Yeah, I'll take that. I watched it while I was in Philly for a little bit. I'm just and I'm not shitting on Saturday Night's main event. I'm not shitting on it at all. It's just that how I'm pretty fucking old. Not that old, but old enough. Yeah, The old Saturday Night Live, and call me old man, call me nostalgic, call me whatever you want to call me. But I'm used to Saturday Night's Main Event. You get the, the Hulk Hogan's and the Macho Man's against, another team. You know what I'm saying? Like it looks kind of like a borderline subpar PLE, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think what they're going for with this is you're taking people who are not like diehard fans like you or I, and there's like, you know what? We still have casual people.
Right.
Let's bring them in. Let's get them warm, get them ready for WrestleMania so that when they go to their watch parties, they are already locked in and know every single thing going on. And by presentation, I can see it. 10,000% see that. I mean, the fact that we haven't had a real title change on there is makes me feel a type of way a little bit. The fact that we haven't necessarily seen no, I'll take that back. You've seen a lot of angle advancement. You've seen, Kevin and Cody turn it up a notch, and you see this thing on my shoulder get reintroduced to the world. You've seen Rhea and Nia Jax have a banger of a match, and I mean banger in terms of like, they was pulling out things. I was like, oh, I didn't think Rhea could pull out a code red on Nia Jax of all people. They basically had a sprint, like, yo, we throwing bombs and good luck. If you can stop it, you can stop it. If you can't, you can't. But I think what Saturday Night's Main Event is now for this era, it is a refresher course. It's a refresher course, and it's basically pulling you in to make you understand, like, yo, you may not be watching Raw on Netflix. You may not be watching SmackDown. Heck, you may not even watch NXT. But this is something that you need to watch and pay attention to, because when it comes time to WrestleMania, you say, oh, nope, I get everything. I get everything about it. Speaking of get everything about it, Jey Uso. Jey Uso has entered full-blown Jeff Hardy circa 2008, 2009 territory for me.
Really?
And I say that I say that because dude is the most popular wrestler on the show.
Right.
He enters, everything turns to a rock concert or a rap concert, whatever you will. And it feels like losses don't hurt this dude, even though everybody's wondering, yo, when is he getting the belt?
The timing of him getting the IC title when he did, and the timing of how long he held it, pretty much kind of tells me everything that I want and need to know. That they're going to give it to him when they need to give it to him. Does he need it? I don't know. I really, really, really don't know. I guess we will see.
True.
We will see.
True, but the question now becomes, if not now, then when? Right? Yeah. Because it's not as if Gunther has had the same type of run with the World Heavyweight title that he did with the Intercontinental title. And you basically see every single time Jey Uso comes out, it is like he's the guy.
Right.
But is this going to be one of them situations where you give him the belt like sometime in the summer? Like you let the road to WrestleMania kind of die, fizzle out, kind of reset things, and then he challenges for the title and wins it? Because I think that, and this is what kind of we're going into our Rumble predictions later, is that you don't know what's going to happen with Jey. Even if he comes out with Quavo and Travis Scott, and I'm pretty sure somebody got to Quavo, was like, yo, you can't do what Travis Scott did on Netflix. Don't spark up in here. Ain't no firing up in here.
Right.
But again, people are just drawn to the dude, man. I would think that
it's a big part too, because the storyline he's a part of, and then right now I think he just puts on really good matches as well. Very, very that match. Which one? This past week. That match is pretty freaking good. He puts on good matches. I can't deny that at all, and I won't. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'm eager to see what WrestleMania looks like.
That is, again, they tentatively said they had the card kind of in pencil since October. But then fast forward to Raw, you get that very hot, very hot and live CM Punk Cody Rhodes segment, in which I'm pretty sure Cody Rhodes had a whole concussion.
I thought he was drunk. He looked like he was drinking his vodka. I know drunk anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, again, it reminds me a bit of, Rocky 3. I'm saying, hey, you reached the top, brother. But now it's like, yo, you got Apollo looking you in your face like, hey, I've been there. I know what that is. Yeah. Are you sure you can handle this?
I mean, you could try. We'll see.
We'll see. But I think the greater takeaway from these go-home shows, and we got another one coming up tomorrow with SmackDown, is that we have zero clue on who's going to win the Rumble, men's or women's.
Mm-hmm.
We have no clue how the Elimination Chamber is going to set up.
Right.
Because everybody's kind of slotting into place. We have no idea who Pence is going to face because Lord knows he get him in the ring with somebody. They lights getting cut off.
Why they lights gotta get cut off, man?
Brother, have you not seen this man since he got? I don't know what it is. I think my homies have said this before too. You as well. When that WWE light hits you, that camera hits you, the camera angles hit you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like what Manny say, man. When the light hit the ice, it twinkle and glisten.
Yeah.
And Pencil right now is twinkling and glistening.
I'm just glad that I'm just hoping that they don't put him in the LWO.
Brother, the only interactions I want between Penta, and the Latino World Order is him saying, yo, Rey Mysterio, you a legend. I want my ones.
I forgot where I was for a second because I was about to say something, you know my mouth. I was about to say something real inappropriate.
Brother.
I'll send that to you. I'll text you now.
It's episode 1, dog. We can't even We lose the sponsors before the sponsors even come knocking around.
Listen. I'll wait till episode 17 before I can start saying shit. I'm gonna wait till episode 17. Then they'll get to know one like D that everyone is coming to know and love.
Oh God.
Yeah. God. It was kind of a too soon situation, but I'll tell you that one.
Yep. Way too soon. Way too soon. Way too soon. It's like trying to find out what Hacksaw Jim Duggan really thought about some hoes when he's saying hoe with the 2-bar hoe.
Shit, that's just weird. He said the same thing I would say about the hoes.
Oh man.
No.
Monday was pretty. Look, brother. Look, Monday was a thing, right? Monday was a setup thing. You got Sami Zayn kicking people's heads off again.
Bro, he need to learn where to aim that foot.
He has arguably the most complicated road to Mania to me.
I have a thought. I have a thought on Sami Zayn and what his Mania plans look like.
Yeah, hold the thought, because between him, Drew, Seth, Punk, I think that's really like. I'm sorry. We getting the Tribal Chief. I forgot.
Yes. Don't forget that one.
Where we ain't getting that. We're not gonna forget that dude, the 2K25 cover star. The according
you called it though. You called it.
Yeah, I did.
You called it.
I did. Like they were not subtle with that at the Netflix premiere. They were not subtle at all.
I thought it was gonna be Dominic Mysterio, but
that's because you love haters, dog. You love rooting for haters.
I don't like rooting for haters. I'm not a hater. I just like people that are true to themselves and who they are. So if you're an asshole, be an asshole and be the best asshole you can be ever.
Yeah, well, that particular dude is going through it with Judgment Day. Had a great tag team title match on Monday.
That was dope.
With the War Raiders. Thoughts and prayers to JD McDonough. Brother, I literally thought that his head saved him from death.
It did. You see how big that motherfucker's head is?
As somebody with a big ass head, yes. Yes, I did.
I mean, I got a big ass dome my damn self, but that motherfucker head big as shit. That's why you think he landed the way he did. His head led the way.
His head led the way to him having broken ribs and a punctured lung off a moonsault in which his body collided with that hard ass new table they got.
See, this
no
is why I
give.
work where I work, and you work where you work.
The fact he finished the match, like, yo, he's definitely
that was nothing but adrenaline, though, bro.
Oh yeah,
that was nothing but adrenaline, man.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I get it, because we've all played sports. Well, most of us have played sports.
Mm-hmm.
That adrenaline flowing, you don't feel a damn thing. But when that shit wear off, man, you got a nice little tear, a couple of them rolling down slowly.
I'm pretty sure when he got to the back, he sounded like.
Oh no, he didn't make it to. He didn't make it to the back. He fell on the floor.
Oh,
you didn't see that picture?
I did.
Yeah, like he went night.
They had to help him back there. I'm just saying. Once they gave him the diagnosis,
that's some Undertaker. Can we get some help back here?
Yeah. Somebody threw up. Yeah. But again, shouts out to him for finishing that match. I'm pretty sure his ribs were yelling like Tom from Tom and Jerry when they big ass anvil or something hit him in the foot.
I'm not gonna even. I know what you're talking about, and at any other moment I would duplicate that, but I'm not gonna do that. Right now.
Don't break your mic, brother. Don't break your mic.
First of all, I ain't trying to sound like no little bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's
that
fair.
part.
That's fine.
Yeah, man.
That's fine. Now, not too much on NXT per se. You're getting the Obafemi title match, Avengers Day with Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, all because Grayson Waller submitted his homeboy to get death by the ruler.
You know what? Let me tell you about Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller is that man. He be setting Austin Theory up. Like when you play NBA, you know how you play NBA 2K and you ain't built your creative player yet.
Yeah,
and then your passes be like 40, and then you try to throw up the oop and it go all the way into the crowd, and the motherfucker sitting there hanging on the rim and shit. That's Grayson Waller. That's Grayson Waller. That's that motherfucker right there.
He is an habitual line stepper, but I appreciate him being a habitual line stepper because if not, who gonna be the habitual line stepper? And if you don't step to Obafemi like that with a crazed, intense Trick Williams running behind, yeah, I see. Now I feel like it's leaning towards Trick versus Oba 1-on-1 and Stand and Deliver, in which it'll probably be Trick Swan Song before he goes to the main roster.
Yeah, I think it has to be. Not to jump ship real quick though, but bruh, did you see the Meta Women's match against Naomi and Bianca? Man,
so the same accolades. Listen, the same accolades that I give Jacob Fatu for stealing the show at Saturday night's main event, I give it to Lash Legend and Jakar Jackson for stealing that show last night.
Hey, yo, they my favorites now. Like, they put on a heck of a match, and they know their roles as far as how they're supposed to work in the ring. And I love it. I love that for them. Lash knows you know that Lash is the powerhouse. You see the stare down between her and Bianca. You know what that was. You know what I'm saying? And then Jakar is so athletic to the point where it's like them girls are going somewhere. I really wish they would have won, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I really thought that they were going to win because they need to start that program with who fucked up Jade.
Yeah, they definitely do.
They got to start that shit soon. Like, are you going to start at the Rumble?
I mean, Jade technically made her debut last year at the Rumble. And if she makes a return at the Rumble, then fine, that's cool. But we need to who beat up Jade is a solid thing. And I got my suspects, and I think it's Naomi that did it. But
I think it's Naomi, but I'm leaning toward Bianca. And I can explain why real quick. Because if you think about it, say it was Naomi, I think that can you put dollar signs on Naomi versus Jade at Mania?
No, you can put dollar signs on. Well, no, let me pause. Let me think about this. You could, if you build it up right, you could.
I mean, I believe that, but But think about this: who has the bigger dollar signs?
I was just about to say
Bianca.
it's Bianca versus Jade, and we
that's
have
what I'm saying. And I would love to see Bianca as a heel.
Brother, Bianca in NXT when she first debuted the EST, it is no real different from who she is on the main roster, except presentation and understanding that ain't nobody better than me.
That's what I'm saying.
And I think
can you get people to hate her?
You need that.
Can you get people to hate her though? Can you get people to honestly hate her for being the same person that she was initially in NXT? Can you? Can you really?
I think she might be John Cena, dog.
You think she's the Cena?
I think she's John Cena, dog. Like, she's so good that you can't even try to hate her, even if you want to boo her.
That's fair. That's fair. That is fair. You know, I'm with it. I'm with the shits.
Like, trust me, I thought it was gonna be Jay. I thought it was gonna be Bianca as a Macho Man in the situation.
My bad. Let me open this thing. This daggone bourbon got me sweating, bro. Shit.
I thought it was gonna be, you know what I'm saying, Bianca as the Macho Man to Jade's Hogan. You know what I'm saying?
Don't. Please.
Let me cook for a second. Let me cook. It's more like it's more WrestleMania 4 going into WrestleMania 5.
Okay.
Like F Terry. This ain't even about Terry Bollea right now. This is about just the character arc from WrestleMania 4 to WrestleMania 5. In that,
I was ready to say fuck Terry.
I'm glad you said it.
Please continue.
I'm glad you said it. So in that, from 4 to 5, you saw Terry and Macho Man basically kind of come together, right? Mega powers.
Right.
And then subtly and surely, I start watching. I start going left, right. Oh, hey, Miss Elizabeth. Oh, that's what's up. You cool? Da. Terry was always line stepping.
Miss Elizabeth smashed the homie.
Always line stepping. So if you think about it, Bianca has every right to be like, bruh, y'all don't understand. It was me, Solo Dolo, having to deal with Bailey, Io, Dakota.
Well, look at this too, though. Remember, it's Bianca dealing with it by herself. Because you remember, not to mention, you had Becky leave at one point. You had Bailey get hurt and tear her ACL, so she had to hold it down for that. Charlotte was still there, but Charlotte was off and on. Yep. So you're absolutely correct with that situation, because if all the 4 horsewomen or majority of the 4 horse, and then let's say, and then Sasha was gone.
Yeah.
So Bianca held that shit down for the most part. And then last 2 WrestleManias? Last year it was who did she wrestle last year? I can't think.
We were there. It was 6-man tag. It was
You remember what was going on around that time.
Shout superheroes.
Yes, and then the year before in LA, she had
it was Bianca and Asuka.
Right, and then she ended up SummerSlam. I mean, no, the year before it was Bianca and Becky. And then come on, bro. Like, Bianca been holding that shit down. She deserves to do what the fuck she want to do.
Yeah. That's why I say she's the Macho Man in this particular regard, because she's like, yo, I didn't put in all this work, all this energy behind it, and then the new hotness come in, and you trying to say that I ain't who I am still?
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. Macho Man was better than Hogan.
Of course. I can name more Macho Man classics than Old Buddy classics.
Man said Old Buddy. That's, you know what? From now on, we're gonna refer to Terry as Old Buddy.
Yeah, he Old Buddy, dog. He old buddy. If I were in my Atlanta steez, I'd call him an FN, and you already know what that means, or a hand. But it's Old Buddy.
We can use wrestling terms to call him a slap nut or some shit.
He don't even deserve that, dog. He's just a hand. He's just a hand.
He's just a bitch.
Well, you said that. You said
that. That's it. That's all.
But again, this is, in all intents and purposes, I say Jakar Jackson and Lash Legend showed to us last night. Them girls are main roster ready, like ASAP stat.
No, 2 nights ago, man. You a day ahead.
Oh, 2 nights ago.
Listen,
Again,
don't put
brother, like,
don't push it faster than what it is.
Days are running by. This is days are running by.
Motherfucker, you see what I'm dealing with.
Yes. 2 days ago. 2 days ago on the CW, when they put in almost 1 million viewers. Yes.
I'm with that though. I mean, I like that. I think are Naomi and Bianca in the Rumble?
I would believe so, yes.
Then that'll be the time. That'll be the time for Jade to come back. And then that program, up until the chamber and then Mania, then you figure that out. But I think I would love to believe that they lose those titles to Jakar and Lash.
Yeah.
Or I would say this. How about this? What if they drop them to, I don't fucking know. Give me something. I'm trying to think off the top of my head a tag team.
I wouldn't say Unholy Union.
Yeah, but who would you drop it to whereas Lash and Jakar win it at Stand to Deliver or Mania and a multi, match or whatever.
Team?
Yeah.
I would probably have them win at Stand and Deliver. You haven't win them because again, they can't win them at Mania because we said that's what we're doing Bianca and Jade.
Well, no. I'm saying that Bianca and Jade lose the titles before Mania.
Okay, so all right,
but so not to Lash and Jakara.
Not
and then they actually have their WrestleMania moment.
I almost want to say Roxanne and Cora Jade, but no. That's a good question.
That's what I would do because go ahead.
I want to say, would you have Piper and Evan and Chelsea Green be
Nah, because she already has a title.
Fair.
You're not gonna put two titles. I love Chelsea, but you're not gonna put two titles on her that fast. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of, even though the women's tag titles have the defenses and the people who have I guess the amount of defenses have been lackluster.
Yeah.
You still can't put that on her because I think Chelsea deserves her own WrestleMania moment with that title.
Yeah, fair.
Chelsea been busting her ass, man.
Very fair. It's probably gonna be her in a multi-man match, probably a multi-man ladder, a multi-woman ladder match for that belt.
All right, DEI, chill out.
Anyway, shout out to Lash Legend. Her growth over the last year has been something to behold, to once again show you that whatever they doing at NXT, taking former athletes and making them superstars.
Hey, yo, Sean cooking.
They ain't missed.
Sean cooking. Cooking.
Which eye is he cooking out of, though?
That one.
Perfect. Perfect. Real quick, I would get into what happened on Dynamite last night with AEW.
Look, I'm just gonna put this shit up. I didn't watch it. I didn't care to watch it. I was tired from work. I might do a YouTube recap, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'll give my reservations on AEW right now. You can't walk into a company, and I'm talking about day one AEW, and expressing, the fans, we're going to do opposite WWE, blah, 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 blah. But then you see the lay of the land and why WWE does what the fuck they want to do or what they have to do. And now you have to abide by the rules. This was a company that Cody, the Bucks, Kenny all started together with the financial help of Tony Khan. But now we see why Cody left. You know what I mean? Like, I love wrestling. I still have friends that wrestle for AEW, and they're probably going to say, fuck you, D. I don't give a shit. Whatever. But it's just reality. Let's be clear on that. And I think the game changed. I think the AEW stood its ground up until the TKO deal. Until Vince was out of the picture. And that man, and my GOAT, my future Hall of Famer, favorite wrestler of all time. I'm gonna call him P.
Yeah,
I call him P.
Yeah,
we knew what time it was. We saw what the original NXT looked like when he was in charge of that alone.
It was 1,000% what AEW was to a lesser non-bloodier extent.
Yeah, exactly. So the motherfuckers in AEW doing all that shit. Who the care? I don't. The fuck you need to do all that for?
Yeah, we could probably go through a whole list of like what missteps that company has taken in the
But
last
no, not
18 months.
not this. This is our first episode, homie. We be sitting here all fucking day.
Yeah, we will.
And listen, you got to go cook. I gotta eat and take my ass to sleep. And
yeah, and we still got to get to the Rumble.
and
But
that's
no,
gonna
I
be a
think
long
my biggest
conversation.
gripe, real quick, is that the Tony Storm Mariah May angle is
I love it.
mind you,
I
Tony
love it.
Storm is probably the one or two people in that entire company who's having the time of her life with this gimmick. That's why we voted her Wrestler of the Year.
Yeah.
ESPN. But my issue was that you left the reveal of her saying like, "Oh no, I knew I was playing the character of Tony Storm as talented Tony Storm." You save that for a random collision, which is a show not many people watch to begin with, in order to prop up your big Grand Slam show, which airs in damn near the middle of the night after NBA All-Star Saturday night. Great lead-in, but brother, that is some fatigue to stay on TNT all damn night.
Oh, so here's the thing. You're doing that. You got NBA All-Star Weekend, right? You got AEW coming on. Nobody's going to be watching AEW. I'm going to tell you why. Well, some will. To each his own. But I'm going to tell you also, too. Watch this. What weekend is that?
It's Valentine's Day weekend.
I'm single and I'm still not watching that shit. I'm not.
My issue, not even with Grand Slam Australia, because again, it's a dope card. I mean, hey, you got Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher versus Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega. All right, that's gonna bring people in. You're probably gonna get Ricochet versus Swerve Strickland. That's probably gonna bring people in. John Moxley is.
Hold on, I gotta do my obligatory shout out to Nana, big bro.
Yeah,
my man.
You got John Moxley and the Death Riders, who already has my vote for like the worst angle in all of AEW.
I'm over that dumbass shit.
Yep. Yeah. Same. But my issue is that pacing of the story. You could have saved Tony making that reveal on Dynamite, on your main weekly TV show, the week of the card. Here we go. I'm glad some people don't like the Winged Eagle, but it's fine. It's fine.
I'm not. It's not my thing either. But to each his own. I'm not.
Again, look, it was my favorite belt as a child, and I got a hold of it last year, Mania. We're gonna stick that way. But again, like pacing of a story should have you tell that particular reveal the week of the go home show.
Yeah,
it been perfect. Like, oh snap, we knew what you were doing, but now you got a whole 2 other weeks you got to kill just to get to that.
But
that's the actual match.
But that's if they actually do some work on the program with it. And I mean, what I mean by that is more so. AEW has so many wrestlers right now, and of course they have what their 3 shows: Collision, Dynamite, and what's the other shit?
They don't. It's down to 2 now.
Oh well, see, it was shit. There you go. Now it's a situation where you got to showcase stuff, so they could just do like just like one of them little vignettes and leave it at that for 1 week, and then that's how you save face. That's kind of how you save face. I mean, for this point, I agree with you though. It definitely should have been. It should have waited. It definitely should have waited.
Yeah, I mean, like again, I got no issue with that part of the storyline at all. Like that is like perfect because again, Tony is literally one of your best character, bar none.
Right.
My thing is that save it. Like save it when you know you got more eyeballs on you, and then y'all gonna try to run a show against the Rumble.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Hey, that's good luck. Like them problem and not a us problem.
Hey, that is a Tony Khan and Jacksonville situation more so than a
Hold
Brando
on.
and D situation.
I'm about to be an asshole real quick. Tony Khan need to worry about the motherfucking his damn Jacksonville Jaguars.
Duval.
Man, please.
Like,
let's be clear. Let's be clear. As long as D'Amico Ryans and CJ Stroud are in that division, them motherfuckers ain't doing a goddamn thing.
Look, our division is fine. Okay,
I'm with it. I'm with it.
Here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. You will see the Texans next January playing at Texas o'clock. That wild card weekend, they'll be playing Texas o'clock, aka 4:30 Eastern on that Saturday. And then they'll win that game, and they'll end up playing one of the big four quarterbacks in the AFC, whether it be Pat, Joe, Lamar, or Josh in that second game that next week at Texas o'clock, which is also 4:30 Eastern on a Saturday, and then you have to go from there. But beyond that particular Royal Rumble, which is the NFL playoffs, which we got a rematch between the Eagles and the Chiefs in Super Bowl 59 New Orleans, we have the Royal Rumble. Quickly, we're going to run through the card. We already know the Women's Royal Rumble is more than likely opening the show.
I would love for it to. You know what? I just thought about it. Let me retract my statement because I had to realize the magnitude of who's in the Men's Rumble. So please continue.
Yeah. So Women's Rumble, you got star power in there. Bianca's in there. Naomi is in there. Charlotte Flair has announced that she's going to be making her return from her knee injury back at the Rumble. You got sneaky wild cards from NXT coming through probably.
So let me ask you this. All right, it's 30 women in the Rumble, right?
Facts.
What 5 surprise entrants off the top of your head? I'll give mine after you give yours, or I can give mine first and then give you time to think.
All right, 5 surprises
for the Women's Rumble.
This is going to go from
this is NXT and TNA.
All right. See, I like where you're at here. I like where you're at here. I'm gonna go 5 to 1. 5 being if they pull up, cool. To 1 being, boy, why are we here? Oh my god! All right, I want to see how this plays out.
Right.
So 5, Jordan Grace.
Oh, that's easy. She just got signed. That's easy.
I know. That's easy work. I'm like, you here? Bet, improve on what you did last year, right?
Yeah.
4, give me any combination of Stephanie Bakir or even Roxanne Perez.
Okay.
3, give me a legend, say Trish Stratus, even Nikki Bella.
She's been training. So
She has been training. Number 2, if you told me this person was in it, I'd be like, I bet. And that's Marsha Slamovich, the current TNA Knockout champion.
That's my dog right there.
That'd be 1. And then the number 1, like how the heck y'all pull this off, and I'm not necessarily sure if y'all should be doing this. Tessa Blanchard.
Nigga.
As in
all pun intended. Nigga.
Again, I don't think that's gonna happen, but you asked me in terms of like shocking, surprising, who would it be? And I'd be like, that'd be my 1.
That's wild right there. They do that shit, bruh. Especially after that backlash they took from the Hogan shit.
Yeah.
Bruh. Yeah. Man, listen. Let me think. I think we probably got the same ones. You know what? I got some different ones. So I'm gonna agree with you on Roxanne Perez. Jordan Grace, of course. That's 2.
Yes.
I got 2 other ones that I think because they might not have a match on the main card, I'm gonna go Jakara and Lash.
See, That was an easy one. That's why I left them off. That's why I left them off.
But Roxanne Perez was easy for me too. So was Jordan
very, very
Grace.
true. But again, I mentally already had Lash and Jakara in it.
And then my legend would probably be, I'm gonna go Lita, just because.
Okay. Victoria was my other thought in terms of a legend pulling up.
Yeah, it's generally the same legends.
Yeah.
For the most part, like you said, I mean, it could be shit. You fucking around and have Maurice. You can fuck around and have Michelle McCool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it could be anybody. And to be honest with you, I enjoy the women's rumble because more than the men's, and I might be in the negative on that, but I enjoy it more because there was never one in the past years. You know what I mean? Like these women are actually showing, you know, they're coming out and like, I can win the rumble. You know, I was there for the first women's rumble in Philly, you know, and all of them were excited like to do what they did. Like the shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Who you got winning though?
I was telling this to one of my coworkers yesterday who used to work for WWE. And I was like, I don't want to go into this thinking LOL Charlotte wins. But you don't hype her return up and not basically feed us Tiffany versus Charlotte at Mania.
Okay. I think that Charlotte doesn't win. I think that she wins the chamber.
Oh.
And she has no choice but to face Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, I'm gonna be honest with you, I heard this at some point and I kind of contradicted myself from earlier, and I'm just thinking about it now. It actually might be. Okay, look at the scenario.
All right.
What if it was, you know, Jace, this powerhouse, this, that, and other? What if it was both Naomi and Bianca that fucked Jade up? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they both heal, right?
Right.
But what happens if Jade focuses more on Naomi for Mania? And then Bianca wins the Rumble, and you get Bianca Rhea at the Rumble. I mean, at Mania.
Look, we have been thinking Bianca versus Rhea since.
I'm with this right here. I could take this. That's another one. Kalani, Ace Spain. I like that. I like that one. I like that one. I like that one.
Mickey James, like that. I mean, her husband is in the joint.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I apologize. I have to blow all that up. Because the way her husband was talking the other day, if we finally get that AJ Lee appearance. Yeah. Just sit with that for a second. But I like this because we've been trying to get to Bianca versus Rhea since that first that Thunderdome Rumble.
Let me ask you this real quick, not to cut you off, but do you do Bianca versus Rhea first or Bianca versus Jade first?
I think you do Bianca versus Rhea first because basically with Jade, she's been in tag matches for majority of the year, and now it's time for her to get that solo ticket.
Yeah.
That solo burn in. Heck, she might even be Women's Intercontinental Champion because you know she's going to Netflix, right?
So let me think about this real quick. Hold on, real quick. I just thought about something.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Jimmy at? Where's Big Jim at?
Big Jim's on SmackDown.
Okay. What if? Okay, you put her in tag situation strictly off the situation. It's strictly off if she's a novice when she came in, right?
Right.
So I think the best person to put her against in a single as her first singles big match is Naomi. You have to have somebody to dominate. You're not going to put her against. You're not going to put her against Bianca at Mania, and Yeah,
Like you need
yeah,
somebody. You need somebody to kind of like carry to like be that workhorse, be the
yeah,
Natalia of the situation.
absolutely. And I think Naomi can do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. Like her
Yeah,
TNA run told me that. Oh, plenty,
yeah, yeah,
plenty.
yeah. All right, I'm with it. Okay.
So all right. So you got Bianca winning the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
I got Charlotte winning the Rumble.
Okay. So who wins the chamber? I see. See, I thought about that too.
Ooh. Bailey doesn't need it.
Bailey won last year anyway, man.
She won the Rumble last year, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, what? Becky come back?
That's interesting. Would you do? But here's my question: who do you put Bailey against? Tiffany or Rhea? Because she just fought Tiffany the other day.
You put her again, then you. Dang. That's what I love so much about these two Rumbles this year is the fact that there's so many branches it could go, right? This is like the old WWE No Mercy. Win or lose, you know exactly like is a different branch.
You know what time it's on. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. If it's Bailey to win the chamber, then you get Bailey versus Rhea and Mania, like Senor Harris suggested. And I'm like, that could cook. That could really cook.
As a pure wrestling fan match. That can cook. That can cook. Now, if you're looking for a moment, we'd already know who's going over on that one.
Exactly. It's Mommy. Mommy's gonna be on top.
Yeah. I wish her ass was on top of me.
Next match is the full blown black and gold Super Bowl, aka the Motor City Machine Guns and DIY going 2 out of 3 falls for the WWE Tag Team titles.
You got me. Listen, I am a Tommaso Ciampa guy. That's my man's.
Yeah,
that's my man's. I don't know. Like I just feel like. Hold on. I got you. I got you, bro. I got you, Harris. I just feel like the Motor City Machine Guns run has been. It's kind of been forced. And you're here to quote me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's been forced because majority knew who the Machine Guns were before they came in.
Yeah.
And they came in and gave them the belts off break.
True.
I think that there are a lot of tag teams within WWE, whether they're wrestling together or not, that are worth, a title run.
Yeah.
My problem is with this Machine Gun stuff. I don't think there's no storyline behind it. You look at DIY and the history behind Ciampa and Gargano. We've seen the NXT run. We saw them beating the dog shit out of each other for years. Facts. Broken necks, other injuries, shit like that. And so to me, I'm gonna call that one. DIY winning that shit. You cannot get that shit to the guns. I fuck with the guns, but you can't give it to them. It's more substance in DIY.
I feel like the guns still need to chase. I got DIY winning that 2 falls to 1. It's gonna be some shenanigans, but they gonna win.
I'd rather see DIY against. I'm sorry, I'm not calling them the War Raider Machines. No, I'm calling them War Machine. I'm not fucking with that. I'm not. Personally, I would love to see. I've seen that match already, and that shit was a banger. I've seen that shit in Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
So I know that I'd rather see the guns and War Machine or whatever they decide to go by. Prince, the symbol, whatever the fuck it is.
It's the symbol. Sure. All right. So now comes the ladder match: Cody versus Kevin Owens, undisputed WWE title, aka the reason why I brought out my winged eagle.
Hold on real quick, bro. I promise, Harris. We'll talk.
Oh yeah, that's right. We got to get back to that's right.
So
yeah,
I love the signing. I'm eager to see what she does. I don't want her to get lost. I think WWE has the best women's roster at this point right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm eager to see what they do with her. Very, very eager.
Okay, I agree. The fact that you now have another like legit like somebody can go and has a very unique look. Mm-hmm. If you put Jordan in NXT, then you got bangers with Julia on deck, Stephanie McCure on deck. Her and Lash gonna be on some powerhouse mega powers collide type stuff. Her and Zarya, you know what I mean? Like there, and then also if you said nah, you main roster ready, then you already know that cavity of talent. Like her versus Chelsea Green for the US title would slap.
Hey yo, but shout out to her though, because I've watched Jordan Grace from day one.
Yeah.
And the way that I seen her body transform to what it was to what it is now. Shout out to her, man.
That is,
you did the work.
Work in the gym.
Yeah, you did the work. Good shit, man. I respect anybody that's dedicated to their craft.
Respect. Yeah, man. 1000%. So real quick, because it's Cody, it's KO. Once upon a time, I thought KO should have won at Saturday Night's main event to kind of give it that look like, yo, like this is a shocking wrestling program that you got to tune in whenever we have these specials. And then once I realized, like, no, they're using Saturday Night's main event as a springboard just to bring back the Winged Eagle to sell this pay-per-view, this PLE match that's coming up. I got over it. But this is basically Cody as Ric Flair versus Kevin Owens as Terry Funk. You're just throwing a ladder in the mix right now.
I can see that. But I think the roles are reversed though. I mean, not reversed in as far as the person. I just think the person that won is reversed. I think KO walks out. As champion.
I wouldn't mind it. And instead, for like a month, he don't even carry the current WWE title.
He carries that Winged Eagle. Yes, exactly.
I like that. You know what I'm saying? And then people might be mad, like, oh, it's a 1 month run. Like, brother, that is 1 month of Kevin Owens as the #1 guy with the #1 belt in this company.
But here's the thing too, though. I don't think he loses at Mania. I think he keeps it past that.
Okay, so you're throwing a whole smooth monkey wrench into everything.
Because so think about this. Look at the logic. Cody this is the universal title. You make the universal title the wing title, right? And then let's say, I don't fucking know. Let's say, I don't know. Let's say Sammy wins the Rumble. You see what I'm saying?
You have Cody, not Cody. You have KO versus Sammy, 1-on-1 for a belt they idolized and grew up seeing as kids in Canada. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, what Ike Turner say? I'm here.
Okay, I see that. Personally, I got Cody winning.
Hey, yo,
like I get it. I get like the idea of like KO winning is it makes me feel good as a guy who literally has watched this dude from Ring of Honor having ladder wars. You know what I'm saying? To that him having one of the most impactful debuts in all of wrestling, and literally going in NXT from saying, "Oh, I have my first match, and then I'm gonna turn on my best friend after he finally has his big triumph."
Bro, he been kicking everybody in the fucking face.
We'll get to that. But for some reason, after I watched what I watched on Monday night, and after they kind of already blew Seth versus Punk for the Raw debut on Netflix, I got Cody winning this, and I'm gonna jump right into my Rumble prediction.
Okay.
I got CM Punk throwing out John Cena to win
it. So I got Sammy winning the Rumble. I got KO beating Cody, but I'm gonna jump ahead. I got Cena winning the Chamber, and Cena and Gunther.
Cena and Big Goon. Cena and I can see Cena versus Big Goon. I can also see,
because what I don't want to motherfucking see is Logan Paul think he can fuck it with Gunther. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. That's just like lining me up at cornerback against AJ Brown. That shit's not going to work. It's not.
I mean, it didn't work for Marshawn Lattimore on Sunday either, but you saw that went down.
I got so many words on that, and it's not appropriate right now. So press on, brother.
But I think, and this is why I love this particular Rumble more than like prior years, right? Last year, you kind of had it. It was a two-man race. Either you was gonna let Punk get back in, win off rip, or you're gonna finish this story you were telling with Cody.
Yeah.
Same way with it in 2023 when it was Cody coming back off the torn pec. Like you knew where that was going because again, like he was super over hot till he got hurt.
Right.
This one, there's so many layers. Like, and the Roman aspect of it is what has me just like, I don't know exactly where we should go because you mean to tell me you're gonna try to have a tribal chief not vie for a title at WrestleMania?
Watch this. I'm gonna pull some out your bag. This is me and my big mic. It's a beautiful time to be a wrestling fan right now.
Oh man.
That's it. That's all.
That's
it. That's all, bro.
You got Big Dwayne coming back.
Yeah, you got that. It's just, you know what? We started this podcast in the right time. You know what I mean? It's like if we had started this podcast, people that are watching this right now and that know both of us they know me well enough to know I'm gonna say what the fuck I gotta say.
Facts.
When it comes to that situation as wrestling fans, we were trained to root for the good guy and boo the bad guy. And then shit changed to the Attitude Era and so on and so on. But now it's a situation where the powers that be are not the same powers that be. So now the powers that be are wrestling fans and they're actually listening to the audience. I have not had since the first powers that be left, I have not had an issue with WWE, and I was the biggest WWE hater, period.
Sometimes you just gotta get a new fresh can of paint on things, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got a slab, but you like, yo, I need some different type of candy paint on it.
Yeah. What they say? That was my old slab, but it's my new whip.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Yep. So all right, because Fantasy Booking Mania is gonna be like 6 different episodes in one. So all right. So
you know
I got
we might have to figure that shit the fuck out.
Yeah, that's we got till April. We got till 420 and we got till 420 in Vegas.
You said when?
Weekend. We got till 420 weekend in Vegas to figure that part out. I know. I know. I know. I know Daryl the dude. I know.
Yeah. Daryl the dude. You know
I know.
Change my name on this shit. Daryl the dude.
Yeah. So okay. Again, you got Sammy winning the Rumble.
Yeah.
I got Punk winning the Rumble. All right. Well, it's the time of the show where we salute the biggest haters, the people who come into your life, disrupt everything, put their feet on your couch, eat your leftovers, all of it. D, who you got for hater of the week, bro?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I got 2 because I can't hold back too much, but I explained to you who my first hater was is Grayson Waller. Like, you're not gonna throw Austin Theory under the goddamn bus because you weak as shit. Yeah. But my second hater of the week, and I think, to be honest with you, it's a lot of people gonna love it, but some people might hate it. I don't give a shit, but it's gonna make more motherfuckers watch this shit. Donald fucking Trump. Fuck you. I had to do it. I had to fucking do it. I had
I
to separate
mean,
us from the rest. I had to separate us from the
the
rest.
fact you poured up before you did it is what made it even.
Oh, that was that was the dramatics right there. Everything I do is calculated and intentional, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. Watch this.
Oh no.
Brought to you by Buffalo Trace. If y'all want to sponsor me, please.
Hey. shout out to them. But all right. My hater of the week, man. If we talking pro wrestling, it's Drew McIntyre. Like the man who was hater of the year last year is once more stirring shit up and making it known that you're not gonna out hate him.
Yeah, that's real.
Whether it be him involved with with Paul Heyman after the 2K reveal. Somebody was coming after your boy, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll tell Roman." I was like, "Nah, I'm talking about Punk." And then basically getting out the way and letting Cody get hit in the face with a luva kick. That's a prime hater. Now, if you ask me for my hater outside the world of wrestling, I mean, you took one already, but that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's definitely in my world. It's here and there,
brother. Look, that's gonna be a perpetual one. Like we can't use that dude all the time.
I'm not gonna use him all the time, but listen, I had to shoot once, and that's it.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Man, my hater is quite simply just people who ain't got common sense. People who want to blame random acronyms for things being bad in the world. I got them.
Right. You look like you cooking right now.
I got them. I got people who basically do not see their own mediocrity for what it is and always want a boogeyman to protect them as their way out.
Translation, they weak as shit.
Yes. So whether it be you being mad about some referees not getting a call right, whether it be you jumping off sides 9 times in a row because you can't time the snap right on the tush push.
Wow.
Whether it be just dysfunction, creating problems for the sake of creating problems so you can come in acting like a savior.
Wow. You preaching, brother?
Week,
yeah, you preaching. You
my hater of the week. I can't mess with you. I can't because you are not being Tasha on Thuggish Ruggish Bone right now. You are not bringing the harmony together. All right.
Tasha's a fucking legend.
Yes, she is.
She's a fucking legend.
Yes, she is. And on that note, man, I just want we going into this Rumble weekend, dog. I want everybody to have a good time. If you are going to Indy, have a good time. Go to St. Elbows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, be safe out there,
be safe. You know what I'm talking about? Do whatever necessary. And also, wear deodorant. I'm asking people to wear deodorant while they're out there in Indy for one reason only.
All right.
I am tired of wrestling fans of a certain hue messing it up for everybody else because they want to be musty.
Wash your motherfucking ass.
Yes.
It's called soap. You cannot wash your ass with just water.
Yes. Legs too. Wash your legs too.
The back of your kneecaps. Your Achilles tendon. All that.
All of it. Don't be musty. Don't be harassing women who are wrestling fans. Just be cool. And we will be all copacetic. And then we'll see y'all again on the next PLE in Toronto. Which again, brother, just be cool. That's all I ask. Just be cool.
But also
and not be musty.
This is our first episode. I want to just announce to folks that I got to do the promo. Follow us, man, on all platforms. We on Instagram, we on YouTube, we on Twitter, X, whatever. Elio's Pizza, want to call it. But follow us, man. But we're not going to we're a wrestling podcast, but we're not a wrestling podcast. Because we like Brandon did. Like we were talking about football a few seconds ago. So when it comes to that, we're gonna talk about anything. We talk about music. We talk about everything. We're broad. So if I feel like talking about, and I know he's gonna be on it, like that. Let me see. That guy right there is on it. Like we both on the music tip. So if Kendrick drop a bomb or after the Super Bowl or whatever, and we see that perform, we're gonna talk about that shit too. You know what I mean? So we're just not about that. We just for real, we're two dope ass marks. We love wrestling, but we live our life. We have fun. We talk about any and everything, especially the shit that's going on in the world, because the world in a fucked up place right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But we just trying to provide some value, some patience. I mean, and trying to make sure people are okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
At
it.
the end
Let's
of the
go.
day, you know, like D said, follow us on Instagram at 2DopeMarks. Follow us on Twitter /X at 2DopeMarks. Follow us on our individual pages. No one like D on all platforms. Follow me on Instagram at Brando C, on X at _Brando C. If you find me on Blue Sky, you can it's my government name. It's out there. Don't worry. It's there. And what we want this pod to be, dog, we just want to just bring some light, some jokes, and some wrestling takes that are literally not like others you may hear on the internet, dog. And we out. Oh, and by the way, one more time. Wash your musty ass before you go to Indiana.